Today we got some pretty unfortunate news for the Dragon Ball FighterZ Championship that I just found out about. So in today's video, I want to take some time to talk about this, update you guys, as well as kind of talk about some possible implications this has on Dragon Ball FighterZ, and along the way I want to clear some things up as well. But if you guys want to stay up to date with all things Dragon Ball FighterZ, be sure to go ahead and subscribe here for daily Dragon Ball FighterZ content. So Bandai Namco Esports went ahead and put out a tweet that says, in response to the ongoing COVID pandemic, we have been studying the solution on how to hold an event in a way that would allow players and other concerned parties to participate safely. Make a long story short, they're indefinitely canceling the Dragon Ball FighterZ World Championship Finals, which was scheduled to happen on the 19th and 20th of February. And then they go on to say that they're going to continue to monitor the situation to see what they can do about this, while taking the time to assure us that we're still getting the Battle Hour event and a special online event happening as well. So what do we know for certain? While we don't know when the event is going to happen, or if it's going to happen at all, we do know we're still getting the Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour, which, looking on their Twitter, it seems a lot of people are confused about this and think that the Battle Hour is actually canceled as well. This is not the case. The Battle Hour is still going down, so we should still be seeing some kind of trailer for Android 21 in the lab coat, along with some upcoming news for the future of Dragon Ball FighterZ. Now get this, they still have news to release for Dragon Ball FighterZ. They kind of led up to a lot of things being talked about for Dragon Ball FighterZ and other Dragon Ball games in general, so we're definitely having the Battle Hour, and Dragon Ball FighterZ is definitely having a section. Whatever content they've cooked up for Dragon Ball FighterZ has already taken money, time, and resources to produce, so they're not gonna just drop the ball on that, not promote it, and not market that. So if we were getting a season 4, we're still gonna get that. You gotta remember, these guys went silent for like a whole year after Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta came out, presumably to work on whatever it is they're releasing now. So it's very possible, and I kind of have a theory that this whole time since Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta came out, they've been cooking up new DLC characters, which is why in a previous video I mentioned how we probably are gonna be getting a bigger season 4 than any of the previous seasons in the past. Because for season 3, if you remember, during one of their DLC characters, they specifically said that they felt a little bit rushed and they didn't have as much time to work on a certain DLC character. I forget which one it was, but I know one of them fell victim to that. So it makes sense to me that they took this whole time off since Super Saiyan 4 came out in order to really work on each and every single DLC character, develop them, and make sure that each one was given the time they needed just to get them to a point where they may not be fully developed, but they're close enough to where now they can reliably work on them over a much more comfortable time frame and not have to worry about being rushed, all the while still maintaining the game. That way they don't run into that same issue again. The cancellation of this event might prompt them to go ahead and add rollback netcode to the game, but this is a huge undertaking. The developers in ArcSys already said that they would be willing to go ahead and do it. It wouldn't be easy, it would be extremely difficult, but it's really up to Bandai Namco to pull the trigger. Bandai Namco, seeing the hype for this game and seeing that they can't have the offline tournament that they initially planned, might put them in a state of mind and might open their eyes to the fact that rollback is kind of going to be necessary in this current environment we live in nowadays, where we can't really have these big gatherings. We can't really have these in-person to person meetups as much. And we don't know when that's going to kind of snap back to normal, as there's no sign of this slowing down at all. So with all that in mind, they might reconsider and put it back on the table as far as rollback is concerned. Now don't get me wrong, none of this is guaranteed, but it certainly is an option. Now what does this mean for the actual World Championship? Here I gotta echo something that One Eye Bandit said in his video. He talked about how you're not really going to have a lot of players playing at their best if they choose to go ahead and hold a tournament at some point in the future, because some professionals are going to drop the game, some professionals are going to get out of practice. You know, people are going to feel a little bit disheartened. They're going to look at the situation and go, man, what's the point? And this really also sways the tide of the tournament as a whole, because once again, like One Eye Bandit said, you're going to have people who fall out of practice, people who don't really keep up with it, seeing as there's no time frame as to when it'll come back in the first place. So you can't really realistically expect people to keep up with their practice when they have no idea when the fight might happen. So obviously postponing the tournament can drastically affect who the world champion would have been. But dudes, let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below, and as always, have yourself a wonderful day. I'll catch you back here tomorrow. Thanks for watching.